종류의 책들을 좀 읽겠습니다. Footprint. A footprint is the mark a foot makes. You can make a footprint with your bare foot or with shoes on. We tried to guess which birds had been on the beach by looking at their different footprints. Eight habits of love. Open your heart, open your mind. His epiphany in that moment was that a separate life of renunciation obscured the beauty and the power of community. Epiphany. Inner wisdom, meditation for the heart and the soul. I look within my centered space and see the part of me that is pure spirit, pure light, and pure energy. The overspent American, why we want what we don't need. On the other hand, see the set simplicity circles it out nearly every evening. Intelligence, the creative response to now. The future brings complexity. When you are utterly in the present, you are the simple. than things successful people do differently. Resisting temptation, resisting temptation is a key part of successfully reaching just about any goal. The sixth most important decision you'll ever make. Last years later, he's the one who's scared he will never have an education, never catch up with other people his age, never be able to hold down a job, never be able to stay married, never be able to restore the relationship he damaged, and never be able to truly stay clean. Winners never cheat, even in difficult times. A self-made billionaire speak out on honesty and generosity. Trouble is final to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness. Broad, wholesome, charitable views of man and things cannot be acquired by vegetating in one little corner of the earth all once of a life. Vegetating. The psychology book, Big Ideas Simply Explained. This associative process H found is especially noticeable in childhood learning when new cell assemblies and page sequences are being formed. There's a giant, the world of the saguaro cactus. Suddenly you hear a flapping of wings. $1 million habits, 10 simple steps to getting everything you want in life. This lesson hit me between my right and left forebrain some 30 years ago when I bought my first personal computer. Willpower, rediscovering the greatest human strengths. Not surprisingly, Stick.com's users seem to be motivated by financial stakes, just as Stanley was. He knew he had to come up with stories to sell newspapers and books and buy the presence of a referee. management tips. Make a mistake or two, but for those less mission critical times, ask your people to approach problems not as experts but as learners. Get motivated, overcome any obstacle, achieve any goals, and accelerate your success with the motivational DNA. Internal see a strong connection between doing the right thing, helping those who need help, and their own sense of well being. Life is an attitude, how to grow forever better. And this increase is not the result of your genes, they have not changed. We are simply eating too much. None of us is alone in our weight control struggle. Winning the customer, turn consumers into fans, and get them to spend more. These 10 to 15 companies will leave off the page, practically screaming, "We make sense." Create your own future. How could you make it easier for customers to use your product or services? On the other hand, the climate in Japan is also affected by more local but important air currents, the monsoon. Limitless mind, learn, lead, and live without the barriers. A similarly noteworthy finding came from the results of a large-scale testing program. Stop acting rich and start living like a real millionaire. What if the wine that the millionaire serves his guests comes from his household's on-hand inventory? Mine, how the hidden rules of ownership control our lives. The trust and their beneficiaries pay no income tax, capital gains tax, or inheritance tax to the state. Madam Speaker Nancy Pelosi. Immigration turned out to be an exercise in frustration for him, in large part because of Pelosi. Coding for kids. Learn real coding skill. You'll use real space powders from the web to create your graphics. The ultimate happiness prescription. 7 keys to joy and enlightenment. The secret isn't to surrender to another person or even to each other. No matter how uncomfortable or unpleasant an experience may be today, I will meet it with the highest consciousness. Setting your heart on fire. 7 invitation to liberate your life. Understanding how dreams can reveal pieces of yourself that are otherwise denied. You now look for similar revelation in your waking world. What your sixth grader needs to know fundamentals of a good sixth grade education. The paintings like the music is the rhythmic library pulsing, pulsing. Korea, the impossible country. For the 14 billion person seeking to operate in Korea. This may sound alarming. The high five habit. Take control of your life with one simple habit. But even better is doing a number on your body, mind, and spirit. Thanks. I used the mantra and hand on. Think and grow rich. The book could be worth $1 million to you. The secret of control lies in understanding the process of transmutation. Creating health. He's taking supreme advantage of mind-body coordination thanks to the force of habit. Trading in the zone, master the market with competence, discipline, and a winning attitude. As with physical pain, these mechanisms operate at both the conscious and the subconscious levels. Find your why, a practical guide for discovering purpose for you and your team. They will come back into play later on when we look at hows. What only the CEO can do, creating shared value, the power of a collective ambition, managing your stakeholders. The resulting clarity, accelerated decision making, eased frustration, and improved decision follow up. Because the internet, understanding the new rules of language, there was no real way of scheduling a phone call that didn't involve a phone call. Effective executive compensation, creating a total reward strategy for executives. But it's also true that executives strive to attain position in increasingly complex organization. Avoid retirement and stay alive. Go where the action is. The next biggest mistake for self-imposed retirees after buying the little car is to move to the beach, the country, a distant suburb, small town, or retirement village. They want to get away from it all. Stop what people like. If they have heard of the designer, they will nod in agreement. If they have not, they will also nod in agreement and make a note to look it up later. In either case, your status will rise. Do what you want. The book that shows you how to create a career you love. So you ask the proprietor if you might clear the tables when you arrive and then again at 9 in exchange for a free coffee, muffin, sandwich. Reading people, how to understand the people and predict their behavior anytime, any place. The daycare provider's assistant was actively involved with the children, who in turn was socializing with one another. Why men don't listen and women can read maps. There's no problem, I know. It's around here somewhere. Coaching salespeople in the Sales Champion. This email was used to enroll the client's team in the benefits of completing an appraisal of the company. Prosper. Create the life you really want. Chapter 7. Prosperity in Motion. The biggest mistake people make in life is not trying to make a living at doing what they most enjoy. Humility. The 20-something guide to getting it together. But you'll also crave a workout, and there's nothing wrong with that. We give shareholders too much power. Managing neurodiverse employees stress presents another challenge. The Book of Why. A to B. The New Science of Cause and Effect. This is a part of the skillful interrogation of nature. 14 principles to grow your business like the Amazon. Customer obsession. Leaders start with the customer and work backwards. Creativity. Flow and the psychology of discovery and the invention. She had very strong standards of conduct, but they didn't fit some of the conventional hypocrisies of the time. The giants of sales. Wheeler was a but effective public speaker who had made LP albums, reaching salespeople how to sell more effectively. 10 steps in writing the research paper. Comment. Changing a single word in a passage, otherwise quoted verbatim, does not produce paraphrase. The slide at the edge, turning your simple discipline into massive success and happiness. You open one eye, still duck out. The good news. The alarm goes up 6 a.m. The wisdom of menopause, creating physical and emotional health during the change. Your grandmother, what happens to you when you walk into a gym or onto a dance floor? 5-day weekend, freedom to make your life and work rich with a purpose. Geography, make sure you are not building or buying in an area where there's an oversupply of self-storage options. Make difficult people disappear. How to deal with stressful behavior and eliminate the conflict. This described exactly how Sybil conducted herself at work, and when the trainer asked her to rate how well this description fit her on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being spot on in its accuracy, she gave it a 7. Spot on, spot on. The 100 absolutely unbreakable laws of beating success. The industry's security system, safe locks, and alarms are built on this need for greater safety. City Pass Guide, Hanoi City Guide. Check the schedule at goldentrain.com. The Daily Book of Positive Quotation. Laughter. The most wasted of all days is one without laughter. I am ready to laugh right now. Public speaking. How to be brilliant at any audience, any situation. Setting agreement with your audience. This is a process of clarifying exactly what you and the audience want to get from your talk. Ritual for virtual meetings. If we can help each other cook up our freshest ingredients in our work, we might be able to create better tasting results that pop. How to get control of your time and your life. Discover how to set your priorities, manage your life, and achieve your goals. No need to become bored. It's not at all surprising that you should become bored, restless, or fatigued after working on the same task for some time. The age of agile, how smart companies are transforming the way work gets done. Business managers needed to unlearn the information-based exercise that passed for strategy in the late 20th century business world. Unlearn, unlearn. One golden saying changing my life. My message to you is be courageous. Be courageous. Be as brave as your fathers before you. Have faith. Go forward. Legal English. The judge's point about the claimant's cost is that the defendant's lawyer should agree with the amount claimed as cost. Positive energy. Age-old spiritual tradition, revere the energetic restoration of retreat. The easiest thing in the world to be is you. The most difficult thing to be is what other people want you to be. Don't let them put you in that position. (2030) His street-level culture refers to the teeming blend of cafes, sidewalk musicians, and small galleries and bistros, where it is hard to draw the line between participants and observers, or between creativity and its creators. Bistros. The unmanageable star of the performer. To participate in such an even-handed, interdependent environment is extremely hard, he says. Even-handed. You can heal your life. Chapter 8, Building the Dew. The answers within me come to my awareness with ease. I don't want to be fat. When you put your attention on growth. 101 American English Proverbs. Beggars can be choosers. When a person has nothing, he or she must accept whatever help is offered. Beggars can be choosers. 12 steps to a compassionate life. It is often tempting to envy those who lead apparently charmed lives. How to lead. Wisdom from the world's greatest CEOs, founders, and game changers. How did this turnaround and the current success come about? Stress management. How to manage stress in any situation. Celebrate your success so you know you are making progress. Excuse me, the survival guide to modern business etiquette, and they will ensure you are never cowed by a restaurant's wine list again. Cowed. Start late, finish rich. A no-fail plan for achieving financial freedom at any age. You actually have 3 credit scores, one for each of the 3 major credit reporting bureaus: Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. The secret language of business. How to lead anyone in 3 seconds or less. Influence anyone. Secret languages of the sexes. The person's hands. The art of success. What no one ever taught you. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Upstream. The quest to solve problems before they happen. We can pay to fix problems once they happen, or we can pay in advance to prevent them. How successful people grow. 13 ways to get ahead in life. Manage it correctly. Trade-offs can create opportunities to help others become who they really are. The world according to Oprah. Question: what would you do with $1 million? Answer: I'd be a spending fool. The unwritten rules. The 6 skills you need to get promoted to the executive level. How L conveyed executive presence was very different from how J did it, but she was highly effective nonetheless. Success is a choice. They heard it from everybody they talked to and the endless chorus. Outsmart your brain. Why learning is hard and how you can make it easy. Here's another way to reframe the dilemma that you may like. Teens talk getting into college. 101 true stories from kids who have lived through it. At the fat ladders from Northwestern and Dartmouth arrived, I did not think about the fact that I had never done any real journalism before, and Dr. S did not major in children's literature. The hidden determinants of human behavior. The pattern of one person helping another with the same problem then extended from Abby to his friend Bill, who had been hospitalized frequently for hopeless, incurable alcoholism and whose condition was medically grave. Incurable alcoholism. Incurable. None but the brave deserves the fair. Your money and your brain, how the new science of neuroeconomics can help make you rich. Stranger still, the passage of time can smooth out the highs and lows, making you feel more satisfied with your life when you look back and then you actually were while you were living it. Being beautiful, the owner's manual to inner and outer beauty. That is because another behavior takes at least 30 days to form. Fight for your money, how to stop getting ripped off and save a future, save a fortune. Learn the secret big business doesn't want you to know. So, if you are relatively young, say under 35 or both, it's generally the way to go. There are business plans for dummies. Take advantage of the latest technology and marketing trends. As it turns out, antique screws, hinges, doorknobs, and hundreds of other hard to find items are absolute necessities for turning rundown terraced houses back into elegant period dwelling. Rundown. Life for the storming. How can you get rid of it? Stop being mean to yourself. A story about finding the true meaning of self-love. Give him half of what he asks. 50 reasons people give for believing in the God. Anything is better than being an atheist. Grammar and Composition Handbook. I ordered the soup. It was a clam chowder. When you have to negotiate with a liar, take college recruitment programs targeting women and minorities. The obesity code, unlocking the secret of weight loss. Low carbohydrate diets that focus on removing refined grains and sugars should be inherently healthier, perhaps unbalanced but not unhealthy. Make it here. My first experience of traveling was by reading the comic series. Essential on the wind. Reusable Winnet components. The more I use the Winnet in my application, do more great work, stop the busy work, and start the work that matters. Not only could she increase her own influence, she could add significant value to the top team by being a connector. Men's fashion turns the drama all the way up. The plan recipes. Who is talking about you? I highly recommend this book because it is so practical, tactical, and hysterical. Your next season. The book offers a practical guide based upon a collection of thoughtful insight from those who have experienced career transition. Cracking the success code. I worked at school that had a student discipline fill the pipeline with future stars. Develop your own core of the strengths. But these programs aren't simple to execute. How to how to stay stuck in the wrong career. Salesmen acknowledge the dilemma. The Gold Giver, a little story about a powerful business idea. Nicole managed to find some seed capital through a friend of a friend, a man she simply called the connector. Seed capital. The Creative Family, how to encourage imagination and nurture family connection. Living. One word that will change your life. Prepare your heart. Look in. The only way to make up for being lost is to make record time while you are lost. Irresistible, the rise of addictive technology and the biddings of keeping us hooked. But as much as we value ourselves, we are also very sensitive to negative feedback. 10-minute toughness to determine if you are more motivated by material items or experiential activity. Compare your scores from the two sections. thinker toys designed to change the way you think. His challenge became, in what ways might we clearly state objectives that everyone agrees to, objectives that will foster, that will foster entrepreneurial attitudes and will motivate all employees to participate in selling tires. What's the fastest way to learn a language? Act like a baby. Three characteristics of the child's language learning process are crucial for success. First, and most importantly, a child's natural language learning ability emerges only in a speech-soaked immersion environment free of translation and the explanation of grammar, free of translation. Multiple streams of income, how to generate a lifetime of unlimited wealth. And the best part is my associate and I are willing to coach you for free. The talent code. Greatness isn't born, it's grown. Here's the how. They are constantly executing precise routines of clapping, chanting, and working together. What's next? Follow your passion and find your dream job. Other key aspects include writing a grant proposal, overseeing email and phone campaigns, and running fundraising events from galas to film screening. Med School Confidential. Enjoy your drink from the first horse. Equipping 101. He needs training. Little Black Book, a toolkit for working women. Copyright protect original creative works, example written work, music, photographs, etc., and give the creator of the work in question the right to determine how and by whom their work is used by other people, if at all. Toward positive youth development, transforming schools and community programs, changing larger social structures. Inner Science, the new science to unlock your brain's hidden power. Awareness. Your response to stress, not the stress-inducing event itself, determine your feelings and emotion. Who's pulling your strings? How to break the cycle of manipulation and regain control of your life. Then it is your turn to resist by labeling the manipulation. Speaking. Really, this isn't going to hurt at all. The thought of having to speak before an audience once turned brave students into cowards, but no more. This book will guide you through the steps of learning how to read aloud and converse and prepare and present a talk and do it painlessly. American English the idiom in the whole in depth. The founders, the story of PayPal and the entrepreneurs who shaped Silicon Valley. Thus the team arrived at the concept that underpinned the forced upgrade. They would tie the upgrade to the receipt of money underpinned. The energy bus, 10 rules to fuel your life, work and team with positive energy. The answer would come not from joy, but from someone else on the bus. The one-page marketing plan, more open than not. More open than not. Business owners set prices based on what their competitors charge. The winner's way, a proven method for achieving your personal best in any situation. Openly justify our moves, citing intention to help them to teach them from our own errors. The grieving child. Perhaps you were then punished once or more. Shoe Dog, a memoir by the creator of Nike. I don't know. 100 ways to motivate others. How great leaders can produce insane results without driving people crazy. Get some coaching yourself. A teacher packs the eternity. He can never tell where his influence stops. Grit. The power of passion and perseverance. Their early scholarly accomplishments suggest they will at some point become world-class academics. The power of TED, the empowerment dynamic. It took a while for me to learn exactly how I could step out of the victim stance and into the creator orientation. Bounce. The art of turning tough times into triumph. Too many hills. He looked around the room. The essentials. He measured its success not only according to e-commerce sales, but also according to incremental sales through other channels that the web had facilitated. Speak with power and competence. Convey a positive, professional image in any job or the interview. Step number 3, stop talking. Once you have completed the single example that comprises step number 2, the next thing to do is stop talking. Success is not an accident. Change your choices, change your life. The more feeling you intermingle with your intermingle with your self-talk, the more quickly it impacts the subconscious. Develop a life-changing mission statement. Limitless. Upgrade your brain. Learn anything faster and unlock your exceptional life memory. What can I do to improve my memory right away? If we all did the things we are capable of doing, we would literally astound ourselves. The Don't Sweat affirmation, 100 inspiration to help make your life happier and more relaxed. Kindness flows naturally from me. You can be happy no matter what. 5 principles for keeping life in perspective. Oops. We can say to ourselves, oops, there I go again, or something else that keeps our thinking in perspective, reminding us that we just needed to slowly bring our attention back to this moment, to bring back a feeling of contentment.